this morning to take us through his view on some of those stocks and news. Rohit, let's get a call on the index first from you. We've been chatting to you pretty regularly and things have been looking cautious as you've been saying. But just in terms of ahead of expiry today, what are you expecting?
Well, I don't have a view on how the market will close today, but I think that the low that we made yesterday, closer to the 77.20 mark, will probably hold up till early next week when we have the RBI meet. My sense is we'll probably go above the 8,000 mark again, maybe test 8030, and if we're able to get past that, then maybe even go as far as 8150, but 8030 would be the initial hurdle that we're going to be looking at. But my sense, like I said, is that there should be some upside from here.
All right, some amount of upside. Rohit, are you anticipating any upside on the back of any near-term triggers like the policy, for example, or are you simply looking in terms of just what the charts are predicting? And if you are thinking of an upside, how much of an upside are you really looking at?
Yeah, I think it is charts. The policy might help. For example, if we are above the 8030 mark, by Monday, I would probably think there would be some positive news from the policy by Tuesday, and you would hit a slightly higher level. But I'm not seeing significantly beyond 8100. I said 8150 maybe. And once this move is done, we'll probably see selling come in again. But I think we need to let it play out. We'll probably not sell at these levels. You'd want to see an actual clear signal that we are seeing selling pressure build up in the market. And if you just look at yesterday's the last 2 days sell off, we retraced exactly 61% of the last 2 weeks rally in just 2 days. But that's a very good level. The fall was not so serious in terms of the way the patterns developed, and therefore as long as we hold that mark, which is at around 77.30 on a closing basis, we should expect upside from here.
Rohit, I noticed you had Larsen on your list, and also in news this morning, the stock on account of looking to possibly sell assets and non-core units. Also, in news for particularly that infrastructure project over the last couple of days, and the Chennai toll project also to become an NPA. So continuing to grapple with a few delays and hold-ups there. So that's why it's in the news. But on the chart, how's L&T looking to you, and what's your call on it?
Yeah, I think there could be some upside because it's been falling for quite some time, almost more than a month. It's been on a decline, and my sense is that it's completed what we call a 5-wave decline. So that's the type of stocks that we are looking for, a bounce back where they'll retrace maybe 38% of the losses that they've made so far, or maybe a little more than that. So a good 100 to 200 rupees kind of upside could be possible from yesterday's low that Larsen made. And so we're looking at some upside from there.
A few F&O additions also that we're looking at, Rohit: BML, Cadila, Bharti Infratel, also Marico, for example. Any of these that are on your radar?
No, I think the pharma space is a defensive area, maybe more for the medium term, but the kind of stocks that we were trying to identify were just for this bounce back. If the index does go to 8,100 to 8,150, what would we look at? So like I spoke about Larsen, the others that we've been looking at were included Mahindra and Mahindra. In the auto space, I think auto stocks could see some near-term upside, and Mahindra has been one of the stronger names among that pack, so I think that's where we would look. We also want to look at metal stocks, and I think Hindalco is one beaten down stock in metals. We've seen a lot of selling in base metals and metal stocks, but they're getting oversold. There are a lot of positive divergences, so I think they could give you a good short-term bounce back, and so you'd want to look at metal stocks, and Hindalco would be my pick in that area. And the next one would be LIC Housing, again in the interest rate sensitives, and I think that could also retrace some of the losses it's seen over the last 1.5 months. Maybe 38%, maybe 50% of those losses could be recovered based on how the rally develops. And like I said, all of these are going to be very short-term moves, just a couple of days. and then we'll look at how the index develops and take a call from there again.
Okay, just very quickly, Rohit, but also in terms of rollovers, anything that's standing out to you, stock specific?
No, I'm not really looking at the stock-specific rollover positions. Like I said, our move expectation has been very, very short-term. And essentially it's probably a rally into the RBI meet, so we are not trying to look beyond that. So looking at rollovers, not giving any clear indication there. In fact, this month, if you just look at the options writing, there's a lot of options writing below the 7900 mark, which is why falling significantly below that looks difficult, at least for today. And so the question will really be to look at positions once we've seen expiry and we look at the open positions at the start of the next month, that we get a better idea in terms of how post-expiration trades are.
All right, Rohit, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us on the show today.